everyone, I welcome you back to this complete Python bootcamp for data science. As you have seen the complete curriculum that has the most engaging concepts, let's jump into the very first of the agenda. So here we will talk about what is Python, some history related to Python, and why Python is most widely used for the data science purposes. So Python is a general purpose programming language that is often applied, or you can say, or is often called as scripting language. So we can call Python as a programming as well as a scripting language. So now here the question comes, what is the difference between the both? So a programming language is simply you can consider if you write a simpler code, just print hello world. So the compiler will execute that code and will print the result on the screen. So that is generally called a programming. And what is scripting? A script is nothing but a code which is triggering some other program or some other integration where you have integrated that script. It is triggering some other part, maybe some other software, maybe some web browser, it's opening some link. So within that script, you have a scope of diverting to some other program. So that is a thin line difference between a programming and a scripting. So this is the person named Guido van Rossum, if I am pronouncing it correct. So he invented the Python back in early 90s in the Netherlands, and it was like he started with this project in late 1980s and then made it for for the public in the early 90s, and he made it open source only from the beginning so everyone can use this language. And if you're wondering why he has chosen the name Python, so there was one famous TV show called Monty Python's Flying Circus, which was aired in the Netherlands. So he was a fan of that show, so he made that a language name called Python. So now coming to the most important part, why Python for data science? So if I talk about the first point, that is the syntax. So Python syntax is very easy and similar to the English language words. So one can comprehend the code very logically and understand it, and one can understand it correctly. So that's one of the advantage that mostly data science people or data enthusiasts work in Python. The second we have is the integration, as it widely adopted across the world. So we have all the softwares, all the tools like Tableau, you can say, or like Flask, some deployment, everything we can do using Python. The third is the advantage of external libraries. So we have various external libraries available as a free, or you can say you can download using PyPy or from the GitHub. So those libraries makes your code much easier in form of you can just import the pre-built code. So there are people who are publishing the packages, so you just have to download it and import it in your code. And the next, if we talk about, it's not only for data science. Python is used in beyond the odds. So it is used